I haven't heard from him since Sunday morning. Yesterday, he kept on telling me we were going to do it around 9, and then from 9, it went to 11. So I felt like he was giving me the runaround. You know, I don't like being felt like that. Same way Mark was making me feel some type of way by the line, Charles was making me feel some type of way by giving me the runaround. So in those type of situations, you give them an ultimatum, you know, and you cut ties. It's either going to be a yes or a no, and that's it. You know, I don't need to be calling you. I don't need to be texting you. You know, I understand you got personal problems or issues or, you know, I don't know. You know, like I said, I just met Charles Hips about a week ago.
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.
Welcome to another Facts or Opinions, everybody. Got them and everybody trying to give them out. Hey, man, it's your guy. I'm back at it, man. I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate Anthony Dewberry for stopping in, my guy, breaking down his way of looking at it from a Texas prison and then the Alabama's prisons. But what I want to know is, it's the deadline. It's the deadline. It's almost getting close to the next following business day. And we have not seen Charles Hips. Now, Charles Hips was supposed to get on the Welcome to Texas podcast and was supposed to bring the paperwork. And he was supposed to show up about 2 o'clock. Well, he didn't show up at 2 o'clock. Now, here's what I got to say. Again, there's nothing against Texas podcast. And that's why I always say you can't be so much invested in it because, again, we are the content creators trying to create content. So we have to stay out of the middle of it and not be so invested because at the end of the day, it's neither one of us. We cannot say neither one was victims because these was adults. And I said again that Mark said that he was around him. And why would he want to be around him if he can handle himself? Not only that, in the documentary, they said he was a prison wife. So there's a lot of things that is missing loopholes. So let's play this one right here. And like I said, shout out to the podcast, but we're going to break it down and then we're going to hear again from Dontae's point of view because now it makes things look different, even though they both are in the wrong. Like I said again, that's my saying. Go look at my saying. 2 men lay down. Which one get up is gay? 2 men ain't got no business laying down. So that's the way I take the approach. And from there, it's up to them whether they want to admit to it or not. It's on them. It's on them. So let's check this one out right here.
Issues or, you know, I don't know. You know, like I said, I just met Charles Hips about a week ago. So I don't know what he was indulging or what he was doing. I don't know. All I know is that I gave him a platform to tell his story. So I asked him, plain out, if you don't want to do any more stories, just let me know, you know. It's okay. It's not like I'm going to be mad at you, you know. And his reply was, let me see. He goes, yes, I definitely want to do more. I've just had a bad couple of days. I get off of work early today. I'll be in about 2 o'clock. So we'll be able to get down. And I still got all that stuff, man. It's just been a bad couple of days. But yeah, I'm not through. And I told him, okay, man, just let me know, you know, because I don't want to be bugging you if that's the case, you know, because that's how I felt. Like I was bugging the man, like, you know, he's giving me the runaround. And for me to stop feeling that way, I'd rather just cut ties, you know, but he's saying he's ready to continue. And I don't know what he got going on. You know, I'd be sitting here lying, saying, yeah, I know what he got going on. You know, he's going to be on. No, I'm learning this information as we go.
So y'all hear that from the guy, Noel. Shout out to the Welcome to Texas podcast again. That's where the problem comes in. You don't know him. And when we said about the whole thing about him being, you know, a con or a criminal, that's exactly what he's doing. And he was trying to break it down, how those people in prison play on the minds of the people that think that they're going to might be taking advantage. Again, we don't know what the real truth is, but we know there's something that's there. So you don't get too much invested in something like that, because what happens is now the same people that you're putting your trust into is the same people that will turn around and make you look like you're crazy. Prime example, shout out to Don on the Dontae Show Network, because this one right here is a prime example. So this is what his response was. So y'all tell me what y'all think on this.
Or issues, or,
Check this out. Now look here. What's his name? Hips Charles Allen Jr. Right? There's him. Check out his background. We're gonna start from the beginning. Theft of property, forgery, parole dump, theft of property, criminal possession forgery, escape 2, receiving stolen property. So when y'all say, Dontae, provide the paperwork, there you go right there. Do we need to say it again? Criminal possession of forgery, 2 counts of it. Forgery in the second degree. And that carried 5 years. 5 years. Jail credit, 87 days. Come on, y'all. Let's stop playing these military mind games.
So there you go. So that's what usually happens when you put yourself in a situation like that, because at the end of the day, you don't know that guy. You don't know what he's really telling the truth about. Yeah, he's saying all this stuff, but then also, like you said, you didn't press him enough to say, hey, man, how could you be around all these men and you see all this and you in this little bitty cell and you saying you saw this and you said all that's true? Then tell me exactly, how did you not get yourself involved in that? Because it doesn't make sense. So when you put yourself in the trust of a criminal, you know what I'm saying? There's no honor amongst thieves. So always remember that. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Was the fact that how Hips play the podcast? You know what I'm saying? Was Dontae right about dealing with somebody that was a criminal like that? Did Dontae do his homework on this situation? Or is the fact that Hips got a lot going on? Or did he try to do what he said he was going to do and get the stuff? Again, if he's living at his mother's house, it should have been nothing the day that he said he was. Now, again, maybe he was living at his mother's house or he living at somebody else's house. Who knows? So y'all tell me what y'all think. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Let's run these subscribers up.
Tell me, is it fact or opinion? You be the judge.